evening, everyone. This is a live emergency severe weather briefing, live here in my car. Yes, you heard it first. We're doing a severe weather briefing in my car, and I don't have my computer up, but you see, I have all the storage in here. I haven't done a briefing in a while. I've just been crazy busy. 2023, y'all. But we have an enhanced risk tomorrow for Southeast Texas, the Houston area, Lufkin, College Station, LaGrange, anywhere in between there. You guys are now under a severe weather risk, an enhanced risk of 3 out of 5 for tomorrow. We are heading down to DFW first, stay the night there, and then head south in the morning. We will be having Kai along with us again. Tomorrow we will also be having John, the storm chasing guy. We also have Helix with us chasing. John and Helix will be following us. Reed's going to be down there. We got a whole bunch of people down there. It's going to be a pretty decent day, it looks like. Tornado driven enhanced. It's not a 10% significant. It's just a 10%, but it is tornado driven. So we have 10% for tornadoes, 5% for wind and hail, surprisingly. I don't know when the last time I've ever seen the risk like this before, but hey, it's 2023, y'all. It just happens. So looks like kickoff should be around maybe late morning, early afternoon. There might be even some prefrontal convection in the warm sector around 9 a.m., believe it or not. So early morning. So if you guys are commuting, if you got kids going to school, I mean, don't necessarily take them out of school or stop your morning commute, but definitely do be keeping your eye on the weather, and stay tuned for watches and warnings. We also have major issues because Houston's radar is down. Yes, I said that. You heard me correctly. The Houston station, NWS Houston's radar is down. So we have issues with radar coverage tomorrow. College Station's radar is Texas A&M's radar, so they never really turn that on. So we're not going to have that radar either. And the terminal radars are also just terrible looking. So we're going to have absolutely crappy radar coverage tomorrow. Seems like we're going to see storms about 10,000 feet up into the storm, which, if you know, especially in November and stuff, storms are very low. I mean, especially in this part of the country, storms are very low topped. So most of the action is going to be happening super low to the ground, especially with the LCLs. I was looking at LCL levels. We're talking below probably a couple hundred feet, 500 to 1,000 feet LCLs. So that's going to be a little iffy there. I'm currently on I-35, trying to get on Highway 9 in the intersection to get on I-35 is just terrible at this time. Everyone's getting off work from the metro. But yeah, we're low-level jet is absolutely going to be cranking tomorrow. We're looking at anywhere between 50 to 60, maybe even closer to 70 knots at the 850 millibar. That is crazy. This trough is going to be really strong. With that trough ejecting, there is some problems here. The trough seems to be ejecting a little bit slower than it's supposed to. If this trough does actually dip a little bit faster into Southeast Texas, then we got big problems, because that's going to elevate all of the ingredients for tornadic supercells and thunderstorms. We're looking at really nice shear values. Bulk shear is anywhere between 35 to 65 knots in some areas. So that's going to be interesting. Also, we have storm relative helicity values. SPC is saying close, if not above 300 meters squared per second squared of storm relative velocity. That is really going to enhance these storms. If not, even if the low level jet doesn't, we are still going to be absolutely cranking with winds and spinny in the atmosphere. We're thinking about close to 2,000 joules per kilogram. Yesterday we were looking at only about 12 to 1,500 joules per kilogram. But now models are hinting at close to up to 3,000 joules per kilogram. ARRR on the 0Z run yesterday was showing up to 3,100 joules per kilogram. In the mixed layer, it was actually almost at 2,500. So we're talking big time instability if the trough can eject, because once that trough ejects, it's going to also shove up a bunch of that northerly flow into the storms. Actually, southerly flow, excuse me. It's coming out of the south. Southerly flow. It's going to increase the moisture. It's going to increase temperatures. It'll shove cloud cover out from the Houston Bay and the coastline. So the less cloud cover we have tomorrow, the more potent the atmosphere will be. Definitely, it's just how it works, especially with these late fall, early winter setups down in Dixie. Cloud cover plays a key role because it is a very conditional day. But if clouds do break, then I definitely see we could have some big, if not significant, problems here. Sorry, I just had to get over here. So as of now, we're targeting College Station. Hodographs right now, man, the hodographs, you can just see how much shear they have. So they're literally curved like this. They are a nice sickle-shaped hodograph. Not like, I mean, they're big, but that's because they're shear. These are not going to be very big storms, guys. We're talking like mini supercells. Supercells that you like see in, like, tropical storms. They're not tropical supercells, but they're definitely going to be much smaller in size and much more compact. But with those more compact supercells, you also can have enhanced wind in them, because if you know, and tornadoes, the smaller the cyclone is, the more enhanced the winds will get within it. So I do think that some of these could be some powerhouses with maybe some significant wind and tornadoes. There's also a lot of 0 to 3 kilometer cape. That is 0 to 3 cape is very, very important for tornadic supercells to form. And I am so surprised at the 0Z run. And so I'm taking this is what I haven't looked at models yet from today, but as of yesterday, there was almost 250 0 to 3 cape just east of San Antonio in Austin. That is insane. And also, our significant tornado parameters are also climbing. I saw up to like 4.4 yesterday, and yeah, we are in business tomorrow. We haven't been chasing in almost 2 months. So that time, it's been weird trying to figure out what to do. So yeah, turn cruise control on here, guys. Head down. I definitely do think that prime time for supercells tomorrow is going to be 1 to 5. Anything after that is going to be, I mean, tomorrow it could go for a very short period of time, or it could go from early morning into the middle of the evening. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens if everything can come together. I'm chasing this because it is 10%. Like, I know I've chased 10% SIG a couple times. Today's the anniversary of last year's outbreak down in Mississippi. That one I almost busted on. Had it not been for me getting ran over by a tornado on I-55. But you guys remember in August, the jungles of the Ozarks, southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas. Busted on that. That was 10% Sigtor. Zero tornadoes that day. Uh, so this could be a hit or miss, but I'm willing to take the risk because this looks, if it does go, it will go big. It's one of those high ceiling events where if everything does come together, it will go big. And if it doesn't come together, it could still go, but it could bust. But I it's also in probably some of the best terrain for East Texas because it's just south and southwest of College Station. Before you get towards, before you get towards Houston and Lufkin and Crockett, just before you get out there into the national forest, it's flat, open land. I mean, it looks like Central Oklahoma. Yeah, you got hills and stuff and trees, but it's mostly flat, which I'm really excited about. And also, we should have pretty decent service being close to the Houston metro. The photographs do look like they could be well vented, but ones are showing more, closed photographs. So that gives me an idea. Yeah, these might be rain wrapped tornadoes, and also could be nocturnal if it does go into the evening hours. Sunset is about 5:30, closer towards Houston. So I got. I mean, if ever I want it to bust for anyone that's not storm chasing, but me being a storm chaser, you don't want it to bust. Otherwise, whatever. Absolutely gorgeous. Give me one sec. I gotta show you the sunset. Absolutely gorgeous sunset. Never can beat an Oklahoma sunset here. We are heading south on I-35 right now. So spirits are high for the storm chase at least. Should be in Dallas in about maybe 2 hours or so. What else? Updraft velocity tracks are showing a few longer-lived supercells, although I'm not too sure about long-lived nature because of how messy it looks. Because there can be some warmth, some convection. If there's no real cap, there's no capping conversion, so the elevated mixed layer could cause some issues here with this. Because when you have no cap and this much shear and everything else in play, you could just get a whole entire cluster of supercells, and that's when it can go upscale or just kill the entire event. Higher up in the atmosphere, towards 500 millibar, it's going to be a little bit cooler. Actually, so that air is going to choke off supercells from growing up very high, like typical monster hailers and stuff. I don't think we're going to have any, big hail, sick hail reports. I'd be surprised if there was like any hail bigger than quarters in these storms because it's not a hail day. It's definitely a high shear, actually not low cape anymore. It's a pretty reasonable amount of cape, but usually when you get these high shear, that amount of time for your updraft to, get giant hail. Because hail likes nice slow moving updrafts that can sustain them for a long time. And you won't have that. But with this much shear, you're also going to get more tilted storms. Get these tilted updrafts that are also more convective of spinning of tornadoes, which is better for tornado threat to increase. The latest SPC outlook said there was a hit at the downgrading, but given the high ceiling potential with this, and I see why they're going with this, but I do agree with them about keeping. I was saying on Sunday that it was going to go 10% non-hatched. I definitely was like, it's going to go 10% non-hatched. I don't see really any other hazards with these, but tornadoes really. So definitely do see some definite. I keep saying definite. I can't how many times I say definite in this. But tornado potential is, something steady. It's not increasing. And once I look at the models and tonight and in the morning. We're going to be on Discord probably with John, Helix, and Kai. So we'll be checking out the models and stuff, getting a good idea of exactly pinpointing where we will be chasing. I don't think we're going to go east. I mean, who knows? We could even end up on the coastline. We could end up towards Galveston, for all I know. I don't want to go into the metro, Houston metro, because, oh boy, that is a nightmare. I-10, all those nasty freeways down there. But I do not want to go any far east than, Beaumont. Beaumont's probably the cutoff, but I don't even think we'll get that far, because I think we're going to keep it. It looks like there's going to be like a printer effect. As you guys remember last week's event in Louisiana, it was a printing supercell factory in the warm sector. So, with the trough, given how slow it's moving, I think that could give it actually a little bit more time to produce more supercells. But also, that trough being as slow as it is also going to hinder. So it's lots of pros and cons of this right now. But if you guys are in the enhanced risk, even in the slight risk, and also closer up towards the I-20 corridor, definitely be watching out for some storms tomorrow. Just east of Austin and San Antonio, down towards El Campo, north of Corpus Christi, Houston, Beaumont, LaGrange, Lufkin, maybe even up towards Waco. Be on the lookout for severe weather tomorrow. It's not a relatively widespread, it's a more compact risk, which is why it's so small. I'm really worried about some of the models because they're showing some supercells on the positive going straight through like the woodlands north of Houston. If you guys remember the Deer Park tornado in January, this event they set up to giving me that type of headlines. I don't want that to happen, but definitely the photographs look pretty much identical. Maybe a little bit more, lower, or actually a little bit more higher up. But definitely something to look out for if you live around the Houston metro area. We're stuck behind a truck. So, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a long year, and it's November 29th, November 30th tomorrow, and we're still chasing. Never stop. 2023, guys. How it is. 2023, go. Never stop chasing. The year of never stopping. Dew points out there down towards Houston. Looking at probably 67 to 72. In dew points, 72 being the highest, which is probably going to be right along the coastline. The AAR was showing maybe some 72 dew points getting closer up towards El Campo. And temperature should be in the low to mid 70s, which is going to also cause for some rain rappage. I don't like that idea, especially if we get closer to dusk and Davy Crockett and Sam Houston National Forest. That's going to be an issue. But if you guys haven't already, I did post, I don't know if you guys seen that, probably a few months ago. I do have a Venmo account. I don't want to pressure you guys into donating, but as you guys know, storm chasing is very expensive, so anything helps. The gas prices are down, thankfully, but they'll go right back up in a hurry. So, any donations do help. And first and foremost, any funds will, if any, towns, any anywhere is affected, we will first and foremost be putting the money towards that cause because, screw me. I don't, I don't go to hotels. I don't stay at hotels in my chase. I sleep in my car. I don't want to waste my money on, 130, $150 a night when all that can go to gas. And if I surely do need to give people money if they're affected, then by all means, I am going to help people any way I can. Even $5, that'll get a case of water out to the community. A case of water can go a long way, even if you don't think it will. $5, hey, that could buy a blanket, could buy someone a pair of socks, anything they need. You know what I mean? Just a good cause, but as you know, solicitation is very expensive now. I do it out of pocket. I don't make money doing it yet. Keywords yet. But with your guys' help, I definitely could start making revenue. I'm trying to think about trying to make, getting some money off of my photos and videos, but I do have to have a platform to do that. So yeah, we are here in Lexington, Oklahoma right now. That's south. Yeah, our target is definitely going to be College Station at first. We may head a little bit further south. I think it's going to be close to the coast. Off the coast too, there's some silly photographs that look like the warm sector. Because the warm sector is also going to be a little bit, offshore. So there could be some silly water spouts out there. And hey, go camp on, Galveston Island, camp and watch some big old water spooks. That'd be fun. But yeah. Alrighty. I think I'm going to end this here, guys. If you do want to come see a little bit more in depth of what I'm talking about, definitely go watch Reed's stream. He streamed this morning. Or if you are in, some of the Discord servers I'm in, I am in Ryan Hall's Discord. I'll probably be there maybe. We'll definitely be going deep dive into models visually. I'm just going off of what I remember off the top of my head. So I'm probably missing some other stuff, but hopefully it does give you a general idea of, where and what could be happening down towards the Houston Metro tomorrow. If you guys are weather prepared, have your safety plans in place. I know you guys, it's the week before December. You guys are wanting to go get Christmas shopping done. Whatever it is, Mother Nature does not care what time of year it is, what type of day, where, who will wear, and why, how. It doesn't care. Mother Nature will do what she does and put down weather wherever and whenever. So it may be November, almost December, but don't let your guard down. Severe weather can have a neat time of year. So make sure you guys do have your preparations in place in case you do get those watches and warnings tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little live stream, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the chase.